Oh, we are back, y'all. We here live here back on the Spirit Guided Messages Tarot channel. This is your favorite tarot reader, Melanite Empress. Hopefully everybody is having a great Sunday on today. It's good being back here. I have been not posting here because I've been on my other social media. So definitely if you're not following me on my social media, Instagram at Melanite Empress and TikTok at Melanite Empress Tarot, go ahead and go over there and follow me because I definitely go over there live and been posting, zodiac messages and live readings and such as that. So definitely go check me out over there on my social media and also Facebook at Spirit Guided Messages Tarot as well. So we're going to do a collective reading on today. And as you can see, I already put out a spread. So without further ado, we're just going to go ahead and get started. So we got Not Seeing Clearly. We got the Two of Swords. We got the Temperance card. We got the Love is Coming In. We got the Star card. We got the Governor of Pentacles. We got the Hermit. We got the Governess of Cups. We got the Empress. We got Wings of Love. And also we got Extreme Power here, The main energy that is showing here is something in regards to you being blind to something and you not seeing clearly in the way that you need to see clearly, and you might be at a crossroads in regards to what you really do know or what you can see clearly, but you perhaps are in denial. And it may be in regards to, this new relationship that you are getting into and or getting to know and or will. Because with the Temperance card, you're trying to be considerate, with love, as well. And because in the past, of course, some of you all went through, extremes, for love. So at this moment, you're trying to balance that out when it comes to relationship and new relationships and stuff. You may not be ready for a relationship, and maybe that's why you don't see clearly in regards to this person that is crushing on you, that really absolutely like you a lot. But no matter what, with love coming in here, you definitely will end up, meeting someone. And I'm hearing that you absolutely, once you meet someone and get to know this person, you will get married with this person, because some of you all want to get married. You being the star here might not be easy, and or you might feel like it's difficult when it comes to relationships, because people have different situations, different personalities, and the way that they treat people and stuff. And you being a star, you definitely want to be treated rightly, because you definitely are a person that gives your love and spend times with love, and you're patient with love. You go to extremes, for love. And maybe that's what you are blind to here with the Two of Swords and not seeing clearly here as well. But in regards to the Governor of Pentacles, you definitely are focusing on your money and building your money here. There's something significant in regards to the Star. Again, you are a star. You come from the cosmos. Perhaps you're very divine. Some of y'all might be the chosen one, and people, definitely see you as a star here, with a lot of stars being on these cards as well. And when you meet this person, if you are not already in a relationship with this person, you definitely will get married and have a son or a child if you are in a childbearing age, and if you want to have kids as well. But, a lot of y'all are, single, and, there's a reason why you're single. And a lot of y'all want to be single because, you definitely need to heal. You definitely need the time to continue to be in solitude, to do a lot of self-reflection and introspection, and doing a lot of soul searching and stuff like that, because you definitely been through a lot, in life, especially when it comes to love relationships, whether it's friendship, family ships, co-workers and stuff as that as well, But with the Governess of Cups, you are learning to love yourself unconditionally, while you're in this hermit mode, while you're single and by yourself, or just taking time throughout the day to have time, for yourself. You have learned to love yourself, and that's why you have love coming in, because you definitely have learned to love yourself. And with that, you definitely will be married again, confirmation, but be ready to accept a new love, a different relationship. And some of y'all perhaps already in a relationship, and maybe you already in a committed relationship. With the Empress card being in here, you may already be a parent, a mother, a father here as well. But you're very abundant with the Empress card being in here, and the Governor of Pentacles and stuff. You definitely have built yourself up to the point where you are financial secure, even though maybe in the past you had a rocky situation with money, and felt like you had a lack of funds or whatever. But you will be financially stable and stuff. And also when it comes to value, you're learning to value yourself and your self-worth, because that's something that perhaps you were struggling with, in the past. And that's why you had bad relationships, and your love relationships, didn't work out for you, for some of you all. But with the wings of love, again, you're going to have somebody that is going to love you and cherish you and protect you and treat you the way that you want to be treated, because you already experienced, situations where people didn't know the way to treat you. They didn't treat you right, whether it comes from friendships or not, you know what I'm saying? Or family situations, or whatever the case is here. But you are definitely very protected by your guides and your angels and spirit as well. And with the extreme power and energy, you definitely are really powerful, as I said before, because with the star card being in here and the star on here, the star right here, you definitely are super divine, and you are a star. You are from the cosmos. You are supposed to be, seen. Your power is supposed to be seen, so it does allow me to know that you are on this special path, and have a special purpose here, and maybe that's why spirit have you in the hermit mode here, doing a lot more self-reflection and making decisions and stuff while you are a single, or just withdrawn from the people that are around you. But you're super powerful and you have a lot, the energy, you got a lot of, I am getting a lot of love, to give, towards people as well. Some of y'all perhaps need to learn how to stand in your power, you know what I'm saying, and realize and recognize who you truly are, as this, star here, you know what I'm saying. So some of y'all need to take your place and step in your power and step in your energy and step in your calling and your purpose here as well, which you're probably with the Two of Swords. That's why you are at a crossroads when it comes to, stepping in your power, stepping in your purpose, and or just staying mediocre or staying where you at, in life or whatever. But, with the Hermit card being in here, Spirit is not going to allow that to happen, because Spirit is doing a work within yourself, and I know that, a lot of y'all can relate and know what I mean in regards to that as well. But comes to this person coming in, love coming in, and you dealing with this person, you definitely have a lot of trust issues, and you're working with that, not only to trust yourself, but the people around you as well, and this person that is coming in, or the person that you already met, you really are trying to build that foundation when it comes to friendship, because without that friendship, then, there's no pure type of foundation. And this is something that whether you're with the Governor of Pentacles, are secure or not, or have a lot of money, and have a sense of what it takes to really build a relationship, which I think is great, whether it's a friendship, or with your family, or with this, love relationship that you have. You definitely have learned how to build that or whatever. But with the unconditional love and wings of love and love coming in, you just are surrounded by love, because again, you have learned to love yourself, and you definitely know how to attract, love, and you definitely deserve, this love as well. So we're going to get a few more cards here. I didn't want to take, too long. I just wanted to come in and give you guys a little something because it's been a while, but let me put this up here. Greetings, everyone that have come in here, that is here. How are you all doing on today? Appreciate y'all joining the live. All right, so we're going to take this 4 more, and then we're going to end it out. Okay, so let's see. So we got do the right thing, watch your words. We got the judgment card, coming up. We got the Governor of Wands here as well. And we also have the Hierophant card being in here. The cards don't want to stay still. And so with the do the right thing, watch your words, speak up, stand up for yourself, eternal soul. Like, again, this is related to who you are and stepping back into your power and the energy that has been endowed towards you since you were here as, a baby, as we can see on this card right here. And you may be a masculine energy, whether you're male or female or whatever, but you are stepping in your power. You're stepping into your role as a leader, and you know that you have to watch your words, especially when it comes to these overly emotional, sensitive people that are around you, whether you have a relationship with them or not. And you're learning to speak up for yourself and stand up for yourself as well. And this is some of the things that other people don't want you to do, right? They don't want you to stand in your power. They don't want you to be this star like you are. They don't want you to be seen, with the not seeing, clearly, being in here. They want you to be confused and in denial in regards to your path, in regards to your purpose and stuff. But with you being the star here, you definitely are not ignorant of that. And a lot of you all, even if you feel like, you don't know, you definitely are learning and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And with the judgment card, being in here, not only are you calling judgment on yourself and being very critical and doing the inner work and stuff like that, that is allowing you to level up so much in so many different type of ways, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, cosmically here, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of you all, being in a hermit mode and going through this rebirth and stuff like that, you are definitely going through a metamorphosis. You are changing and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And it's not always easy, right, to be going through this rebirth, and that's sometimes a part of the dark night of the soul, because you're going through so many different circumstances and situations, with people or with your situations and stuff, that it's not always easy, you know what I'm saying? But with that, you definitely are, evaluating yourself in so many different type of ways and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And with the judgment card being in here also, you definitely are people are getting their judgment in regards to the way that they have been dealing with you and treating you as well, even though they know that you are a star here, you know what I'm saying? But as you are going through this, rebirth and stuff, again, you're stepping up to a lot of leadership positions, even if it's spiritually, a lot of y'all are ranking higher or will be in the spiritual realm in a lot of different type of ways, you know what I'm saying? You might feel like you're not going anywhere at this moment in time, but spiritually you definitely will. And if you're going, rising up your frequency and your leadership skills and your ranking, and spiritually, you definitely will in your personal life, especially with your work, your career, your business, your purpose, your path that you're on at this moment in time, and a lot of y'all are very passionate. You might have a fire sign in your chart, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, as well, or a lot of different type of, elements within yourself. You probably work with the different type of elements and stuff, because you're very powerful. Again, with the extreme power and energy card here being in here, you definitely are a leader, and a lot of people, look up to you for sure. With the Hierophant being in here, you're very, spiritual, and you're very determined, and you are very, focused and stuff, and you're very unconventional in a lot of different type of ways. You don't conform, right? Even when people, places, and things in society and governments want you to conform, you definitely don't do that, because you know who you are, what your path is and stuff, you know what I'm saying? You walk with love and grace, at all times, with the Empress card being in here as well. You're very, again, very lovable, but at the same time, you're very protected as well. So I definitely look forward to you not only loving yourself even more so, but also for this love coming in that will come in if you haven't already met them, that will be very monumental for you, because you never had anybody that could love you unconditionally. But again, because you have learned to love yourself unconditionally, you're definitely going to get a person that is going to love you unconditionally, that will stand up for yourself, that will protect you as well, that will support you and be considerate of you and will listen towards you, and a person that's going to be spiritual like you, and then probably on the same path as you as well. Okay. So this was just a little tap in, a little mini reading on today. Definitely stay tuned for more postings, but definitely follow me on my other social media, TikTok at Melanite Empress Tarot, and Instagram at Melanite Empress. If you want to book a reading with me, reach out to me at melanitempress@gmail.com. And of course, on the channel, you can check out the description box to find everything that you need there. Okay. Gratitude so much for coming to my live to support me. For those who are on the replay and on the live as well, I wish you a beautiful, blessed day on today. Until next time, love and light, everyone.